freshman, Trai Canard, indoors 600-meter school record, runs on that DMR team. Outdoors kind of has his ups and downs, finishes second at the Big Ten meet. I guess first let's just talk about his collegiate track season.
You know, I thought he had a really good year. He came in, obviously, as a very highly touted recruit. Had struggled a little bit his senior year of high school, but put all that behind him, and probably the thing I was most pleased with was he embraced the entirety of what we wanted to do training-wise. So he was tired a good part of the time. He was following around some better prepared people in workouts part of the time. But he always would show up and race hard when we needed him to race hard, whether it was that 600 indoors or being a part of that distance medley at the national championships, or running 147 outdoors to win the Kentucky relays, or to get second at the Big Ten meet that he almost won. Every time he showed up to race, and he raced when he didn't feel great. He raced when he did feel great, but he raced. And you know, I great freshman season, but more importantly, probably did the kind of work that he needs to that's going to allow him to do even more work as we move forward, and hopefully open up the door for some nice big improvements over the course of the next couple of years.
And then, you know, unique experience for him to be able to get some really high-level races, winning the USA Junior National Championship in the 800, and then finishing 6th at the World Championship.
Yep. As the first round of the NCAA, he didn't run well and had himself convinced that he was tired and probably needed to shut down and be done. And we kind of convinced him that the opportunity to go to the USA Junior meet and hopefully the World Junior Championships would give him another 4, 5, 6 high-level races that would do nothing more than give him almost a whole season of experience in races of that type. And once he kind of got his legs back under him and got some good workouts in place, then he was phenomenal, winning the junior championships and then making the finals, 3 tough rounds at the World Championships, but making the finals and getting a 6th place there with a PR in mid to late July, which is probably indicative that he did regain his composure, regain his confidence, and because the legs were there, they never go away. I don't care how long the year was, I don't care how much work he did, he's still a talented kid who had done a bunch of work and prepared well, and it was just a matter of getting him his mind freshened up a little bit and getting him into those environments and those types of races. And when you do that with great competitors, then the competitive spirit takes over, and you're going to get the results that we got from him.
I want to get your thoughts on some alumni that had some special achievements and performances over the last year. Derek Druin wins the Bowerman Award. Breaks his own Canadian record at the Drake Relays, 7:10.5. Kyle Butler is on that group of guys that sets a world record at the World Indoor Championships. Molly Beckwith finishes 3rd at the USA Championships. You know, some really significant things happening for IU alums.
You know, those 3, Olu Omagoki, who was also 4th at the Commonwealth Games, triple jumping for Nigeria, 54 feet plus some. In order to be competitive in the Big Ten, we have to develop great athletes, recruit great athletes, and develop great athletes. The fact that those individuals were able post-collegiately to perform in that manner, I think underscores the level of talent that we did recruit and the job that our coaches did developing them and helping them in their 4 or 5 years while they were at IU, was sort of set the stage for these kind of performances once they were out of school. Um, there's an incredible tradition at IU in track and field, and the field house wall is covered with pictures of Olympians and people who've done similar type things, and so part of our responsibility is to make sure that continues, and that we have a presence on the national stage or the international stage, and those four individuals definitely have given us that and more, and we're incredibly proud of all those Hoosiers.
You've got an outstanding group of kids that are going to join the team coming into this next year, and talk a little bit about the future, where the program's at now, and a little bit where you want it to be.
We've had some good things happen, maybe some great things happen, but certainly my vision of where we would be both on the women's and men's side in all three sports, cross country, indoor and outdoor track, we've just scratched the surface of what I think we can be and what we need to be, and what I've challenged this coaching staff to become. We need to continue to recruit talent. We need to continue to recruit people who can be a part of greatness. And I think we've added some people that will absolutely allow us to grow and become that. And we're working hard right now out on the recruiting trail, trying to attract the attention of some high level kids. And I think if we keep doing that, then we're going to see this program continue to grow. When I came here, the vision was that we would be a consistent contender for Big Ten championships, and while we've won a couple, we haven't consistently done that through all 6 sports, and that we would be a consistent presence in the top 10 of the national championships, and certainly our men have done a pretty good job of that. We need to continue that and do even more, and we need to get the women to a point where they're equally competitive, because certainly Indiana University needs to do that. We can do that, and we will do that.
And also, kind of stepping off the track, I want to get your thoughts on some academic accomplishments. Indiana University, one of the best academic institutions, and a number of kids, whether it's Big Ten academic honors. Kelsey Abbey was an academic All-American this year. So some kids really doing some good things in the classroom as well.
And and that's understood to be a priority here. We're a Big Ten institution. The Big Ten in general prides itself in the way our athletes conduct themselves as students, and our kids have done a great job. Our women, I think, had the 13th highest grade point average of any track team in the country at over 3.5 for an entire track team, and that includes some struggling students who early on in their careers aren't doing so well. So we got a whole bunch of people way up towards the top end of that scale that help us balance that off. But as a group, to be over 3.5 is outstanding, better than anything that we've done in my time here. So certainly the message is being sent and received and acted on appropriately, because those awards keep coming, and while those accomplishments don't score points for us in the Big Ten championship or in the national championship, what they do is they give all those athletic accomplishments extra meaning, because we're having solid high performing students go score those points, and that's who we want to be. That's how we want to be known.
I mean, you're just excited. I mean, at that point, it's just excitement. That was, I'd seen her clear that several times in practice the weeks going into that. So I knew she could clear it. It's just doing it at the meet, with the pressure. It wasn't necessarily, really great jumping weather out there. It was okay. It wasn't horrible or anything, but it wasn't, maybe the greatest. But doing that at the national championship for, to put her up there in position, I mean, it was huge, for doing it in a clutch moment like that. You're just excited for the athlete at that point. There's not much going on my end. But yeah, it was really cool. That was really something. We're months later and we still have my bracelet on, from the meet. So I think about it a lot. I was really just proud, I think, for Kelsey.